Hey guys, it's Haley and welcome to another bookish video. Welcome to our second edition of the Happy Haileyween vlogs of 2023. I am vlogging every single day of my readathon, Happy Haileyween. This is part 2. It's going to be days 3 and 4 of this readathon. If you missed me vlogging day 1 and 2, I will link that first vlog up above and down below. But let's go ahead and pick up right where we left off. I am starting a new book. I just finished Manhunt for the LGBTQ prompt, and I'm picking up another gay book because of course I am. And this is also the group read. I've already knocked off the prompt that I was gonna read this for, but who says you can't read 2 books for a prompt? Nobody. I'm literally the creator of the readathon, so it's really up to me. And I want to read the group book, obviously, so I'm going to be starting out with Knight's Edge by Liz Kieran. And this has a really vague synopsis, but it sounds like really similar to something that I really like. It reminded me when I read the synopsis of One Bloody Thing After Another by Joey Como, which is one of my favorite horror books of all time. Basically, it sounds like we're following this girl and she's in a sapphic relationship. She's considering introducing her girlfriend to her mom, but she's like embarrassed of her mom or something. The mom, I guess, like has a taste for flesh or something. I don't know. It says they have a terrible secret, and she needs this girl that she's falling for to get out alive from her crazy family life. It's YA, it's horror, it's fairly short, and I've heard that it's a really quick read from some of the people in my Patreon who have already started the group book, so I'm excited to get into it. This is kind of reminding me of a mix, just based on synopsis alone, of One Bloody Thing After Another, like I said, mixed with This Is Where We Talk Things Out by Caitlin Marceau. Both of those are 5-star books for me, so I kind of have like high expectations going in. I'm expecting to really like it. I am going to start this book actually taking a nice relaxing bath. It's almost 11 o'clock and I just want a good little relaxing moment before I go to bed, so I'm probably gonna make myself a little treat, light some candles, and start this book. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Good morning vlog. It is the next day. I had such a relaxing evening last night and I already woke up and got so much done. Like, I was so worried that I was going to be overwhelmed this week with trying to read a million books and also live my life and also do sprints every day. Like, it's a lot. And then the filming and the editing, it's a lot. But I'm surprisingly like handling everything so well. So just having a moment of being proud of myself. Last night while I was taking the bath, and then this morning in between sessions, because it's actually not really morning right now, it's like 1 o'clock. I already had my first block of sessions this morning, and in between when I had breaks, I was diving into Knight's Edge, and I am about like 50 pages in and I'm really liking it. So basically that vague synopsis really doesn't give you the full picture of what's going on. It's actually kind of similar to the last book that I read, Manhunt, where disease has broken out that's changed people and it's spreading, and our main character's mom has it, and you need like blood or flesh to sustain you. The government is like taking care of everyone who's infected, and I guess like putting them in some facility basically to just die. But she doesn't want her mom to go to this facility, so they're basically hiding it from everyone in their community that her mom has this disease. And now she is meeting this girl that she's interested in, and she's kind of like discovering her queerness. It's very sweet. I'm really enjoying the rep and like that part of it. But she suspects that this girl that she likes might also be infected. So it's like very interesting. I also really like the setting. It takes place in the desert, like in Arizona, which love this on the cover. So it's like nice, atmospheric. I love a desert setting. Arizona is actually one of my favorite, most beautiful places I've ever traveled. It kind of has like a small town feel, so I'm liking it. It's like good, spooky horror vibes, but nothing too intense, queer rep. It's fun. Now I'm going to probably try to edit a little bit just to get ahead and stay ahead. I have a little break before my evening block of sessions, so I'm gonna try to be a productive girly, but I might end up sitting outside and diving into this book a little bit more. If I do, I will let you know. Hello vlog, it is a couple hours later. I'm almost done with my break and I had a good little stretch of time to read. So I'm actually already at the halfway point of Knight's Edge. And this book is so addicting. Like, I'm actually obsessed with it. I'm actually obsessed. Like, I love it so much. I can't remember if this is YA. It's like the size of a YA book, and I think I found it in the YA section, but our main character is in her 20s, and it doesn't really read like a YA book. It is very good. It's just like very immersive. So I didn't realize the type of like metaphor, the type of commentary that was going to be in this book. It is kind of like akin to domestic violence. So if DV is upsetting or triggering to you, I don't think this would be the best read for you. Just kind of be aware of that, since this is the group book before you go into it. And this like disease that's spreading around, it's basically like vampirism. Like, you're gonna turn into a vampire disease, and it's used as a metaphor for like DV, or like the victimization of women, even though it doesn't just affect women in the book. Yeah, I don't know. It's very layered, very interesting. I'm loving the commentary. Also just loving this sweet little sapphic romance that's happening here. Oh my god. My heart was like fluttering as I was reading it. It is so sweet, so pure. It's cute, it's spooky, it's got commentary, it's fast paced. I'm getting through it so fast and it's just like washing over me, easy to read. I'm loving it. Wow, this is great. I'm so glad I picked this one for the group book right now. So I have to go back to work here in a second. So I'm gonna jump into the rest of my sessions, and then after I'm out of my sessions, we have our Patreon watch party tonight. So we're gonna be watching Hellfest. It's like a fun little carnival clown slasher moment. So that should be super fun. And then we have sprints. So I will check in with you later when I'm done with work. Hello vlog, I am on sprints. We watched Hellfest and it was interesting. It was campy, fun slasher, definitely not Oscar worthy or anything like that, but we had a good little time clowning on the movie. It was fun. And now we're reading. I only have 50 pages left in Knight's Edge, our group book for the readathon. I mean, this is just a hit. I am obsessed with it. I'm addicted to it. I cannot put it down. It is so good. I'm feeling so many emotions reading this book. The romance is so cute, and it's also like high stakes. Like, I don't want my girlies to be turned into vampires, but also like low-key, what if they were sapphic vampires? And the trauma of it all, the commentary of it all, it's so fast paced. Like, I'm just loving it. It is perfect to me right now in this moment. And I'm very happy that the group book is working out. Hello, vloggy vlog. Good morning. It's the next day. Sprints were so fun last night after the movie, and actually really productive because I ended up finishing Knight's Edge, and oh my God, I'm obsessed with it. I literally pre-ordered the sequel before I was even done with the book, because I'm that obsessed. Like, this book was everything that I'm looking for. It was an easy 5-star. I'm so happy that this is the group book, and hopefully I encourage some of y'all to read it and y'all enjoyed it as well, because personally for me, I just am in a chokehold. Like, this cute little sweet little sapphic romance at the music festival with vampires, like, how could you not? How could you not? There is great commentary in this book. It was easy to read. It was paced well. The characters were dynamic and interesting and had those overlapping relationships. And again, the commentary there, like the familial / generational trauma. Yeah, that was real. And actually, I think the comparison that I gave at the beginning before I even started this book is really accurate. If you like This Is Where We Talk Things Out by Caitlin Marceau and One Bloody Thing After Another by Joey Como, you're going to like this book. It's like a less weird and conceptual version of One Bloody Thing After Another, and I'm obsessed with it. Like, obsessed. This is going to be my new personality. This like ship is my favorite. The ending was so good. It was like kind of open, so if that bothers you, I would say don't read it, but then there's a sequel coming out, so I'm guessing like it wasn't a cliffhanger, but some things weren't resolved. I'm guessing that's going to be resolved in the sequel. Very happy with it. Like, I can't come up with anything that I didn't like about this book. It was perfect to me. And a couple other people that were reading that book or had previously read that book on Sprints last night said that they also gave it 5 stars. So I feel like if you're gonna pick up something for the readathon, the group book is a safe bet. And then this morning, I actually found the audiobook on Hoopla for When the Reckoning Comes by LaTanya McQueen. And this is gonna be my pick for the BIPOC author prompt. And this book is like a horror thriller vibe about a girl named Mira. And she was best friends with this white girl growing up, and her name's Celine. And years have gone by, and Celine calls Mira up and she's like, hey, I'm about to get married. Like, I know it's been a while. I know some things went down between us, but I really want you to be there. And Mira's kind of like, should I not? But she ends up going. And this wedding is at a plantation, literal slavery history. So that's just in really bad taste. And especially for Celine to have like a lot of Black people in her life that are close to her, like Celine and this guy Jesse are her 2 besties, and they're Black, and she's just like, yeah guys, come to the plantation. Like, it's the most tone deaf shit I've literally ever heard of. But it is so interesting. Like, the weird, uncomfortable relational dynamics are already hitting. And I can already tell this book is really fast paced. I'm already 20% in, and it was really an easy listen. I love the audiobook. The narrator is great. and it's really well written. Like, it just flows. You know when you pick up a book and it just flows and flows and flows and it doesn't feel like it's any effort to read? Yeah, that is how this is feeling so far. Also, loving the wedding content. My wedding is in like 40 something days, just a little over a month, and I'm so excited, but also stressed, and like hearing about it in a book is like a little validating that like, yeah, this is a big event. It's supposed to be stressful, but at least I'm not having my wedding on a slavery plantation. So, but anyway, I am liking this book. I'm gonna head to work, do some sessions, and then I have a lunch with one of my besties, which should be fun. And then I'll let you know where I'm at for the rest of the day. Hello vlog, I'm home from work. I'm done with work for the day, which is great. I had such a nice little ramen lunch with Akshay. Oh my god, me and Akshay spill. Like, that is bestie. Every girl, I really believe, needs to make a straight male friend who like you actually trust and there's no weirdness, because that has been a life-changing, like extremely healing friendship for me. I love Akshay. I love spilling the tea with him. He is single. Bubba, you are zooming around. Tell the people. Tell the people we love Uncle Akshay. Yes, you do. He's single, so if anyone's interested, he's literally the most empathetic man on the planet, and I could be the best friend of your boyfriend. So there you go. Not me pimping out Akshay on my fucking channel. Anyway, I'm home now and I'm about to dive back into When the Reckoning Comes yet again. I'm super excited to get back into this because I was very intrigued this morning. So gonna do that, but I wanted to hop on and tell you guys about some book mail that I got. I ordered a few recommendations from y'all that you had been sending on sprints. So thank you to all the people who recommended these. The only one that I remember like the name of the person who recommended me was this one, Strange Sally Diamond by Liz Nugent. I got this recommendation from Mel. There are some of y'all in the comments and in my DMs and etc. where every single book you recommend me is a banger, and I know we have the same taste. Mel is one of those people, so I got this one because of Mel. Thank you so much for this rec. This might be the book club pick for next month, so if you're in my Patreon book club, Pretty Girl Book Club, you might want to think about getting that. But on the poll, it will be up against Midnight is the Darkest Hour by Ashley Winstead, which I was going to pick this one up anyway. I heard mixed things, but a couple people told me that this is going to be like my book, my slate's made for me. So very excited for her, and now she's in my possession. And then I also got Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison. This is apparently like a dream of a Christmas romance. Cannot wait to read this during holiday season, and thank you for the rec, whoever sent that in the chat. Those are the 3 books that I got. I love getting book mail, and now I'm gonna dive back into When the Reckoning Comes. Hello vlog, we are done with sprints and I am halfway through When the Reckoning Comes and still loving it. Like, absolutely amazing. I don't have any complaints. The pacing is great, the character development's great, the plot is keeping me intrigued. There's like little nuggets of things happening, little spooky things, like dreaming about bugs crawling on your skin and hearing disembodied childish laughter, like really good, like scary movie kind of moments. And I didn't really expect that from this book. I was expecting more like Southern Gothic horror vibes, but it reads kind of like a horror movie, which I really, really like. And on top of that, we're getting good character dynamics, good commentary. I'm loving it. But I'm gonna have to pause my reading for now because Cameron and I are gonna go see Dix the Musical. It's a new A24 movie, so we're gonna run to Alamo Draft House, eat some good food, hopefully watch a funny ass movie, and I will let you know, as always, what I think of her. We love a little movie review cameo, so I will probably be back with that. Hello vlog, it is the next morning. I've been sobbing all morning because sometimes being a therapist is really hard because you really care about people who are in impossible situations and you don't have any control over it. And it's really hard. It's just really hard. So it's noon. I've been dealing with client emergency stuff all morning and it's just heavy right now. I'm gonna try to get it together because I have a couple more like regularly scheduled clients that I have to see this afternoon. But yeah, I just took the morning to deal with a really heavy situation, and this is just the reality of working in mental health. So I'm a little drained. I haven't read too much since the last time I updated you. I am like 75-ish% of the way through When the Reckoning Comes. Still really liking it. It's spooky. There's almost like gaslighty kind of vibes, which is exciting and interesting and frustrating, and I feel like I'm really feeling what the characters are feeling at this point. So, you know, good empathy for the characters. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Sorry, my thoughts are like not collected because I'm just worried about my sweet client. Sad. So that's kind of where I'm at with my book. I might just take a minute, regulate. I don't know if reading a book about racial trauma would necessarily be regulating, but I will let y'all know when I pick up my book again. Also, movie review, I don't think I ever did that. Last night, it was hilarious. We really enjoyed the movie. It was so gay and so just like over the top and crazy and weird and trippy, and it went off the deep end and it was absolutely nuts. It's not gonna be for everyone, but for the girlies, gays, and days who like some weird ass shit and can understand like references to musical theater, yeah, you're gonna love Dix the Musical. It was so funny. And Cameron actually really enjoyed it. He was freaked out by it. He was like, this is so weird. But even like a straight cis man could enjoy it. So there you go. And Megan Thee Stallion, oh, Meg slayed the boots. She was doing her little song, which slayed, but I just couldn't take my eyes off of her. Like, she was gorgeous. She was beautiful. She was slaying. So I love her. And I was feeling feelings in that theater. So yeah, little update, little book update, little movie review, and I will come back at you hopefully with a little bit more regulation. Hopefully today gets easier. See you then. Hello vlog, I am back from work and I also had a nail appointment after work. Chucky nails. Can y'all believe it? I love them so much. So that definitely brightened my day. And while I was getting my nails done, I ended up finishing up When the Reckoning Comes. And y'all, this book was so good. I didn't get the like, oh my god, my life has changed, I'm gonna be making this my new personality 5-star feeling, but I'm gonna give it just under that, a 4.5, because I'm finding it really hard to find like anything wrong with this book. Now please don't don't consider my opinion for like commentary, etc. Please read Own Voices reviews, and I know a couple Black reviewers that have given this really high ratings, so that's encouraging. But in the final act, it was kind of difficult to parse out exactly the lore of what was happening. Like, it got a little fuzzy, a little muddy, especially when like the more conceptual horror and the real horror of like racism and slavery clashed. Like, when they came together, it wasn't super seamless. And the ending, bro, oh my god. See, when I was in the third act of it all, I was like, I'm probably gonna give this a 4-star. Like, it just kind of fell off a little bit from the beginning. The character development and like how we built a relationship with them was really strong in the beginning, but then it was like definitely more plot centered, the third act. So I was like, okay, I'm like feeling a 4-star. I need a little bit more characterization. But then the end saved it. Literally the last chapter, I was like, I have to give this higher than a 4-star. That's where the commentary really got wrapped up nicely for me. I wish that one of the characters had a different ending, but honestly, that's just like preference with the plot. It was really well written, and if any of this sounds interesting to you, I highly suggest you picking it up. Also, I feel like this would be a good summer book because it takes place in like swampy, warm marshland vibes. It says that it takes place just in the South. I don't think a specific place was named. I think something's telling me that it was in one of the Carolinas. That's the setting. It would be good for like a summer read. It kind of reminded me of the atmosphere of like where the crawdads sing. I know, but just atmosphere wise, that's what came up for me. Also, this is a debut novel, so that's pretty impressive that I loved this so much and the writing style seems so just like together. I'm pretty impressed by that, and I can't wait to read more from LaTanya McQueen, so yay for that. And I'm gonna go ahead and end off this Happy Haileyween vlog right here. If you want to go back and watch the first part, if you missed that one, I will link it, and there will be another part out soon at the end of the readathon. So 3 parts of Haileyween vlogs. I hope you guys are enjoying them. Let me know if you are down below. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to go to therapy and read a book this week. I will see you guys in my next one tomorrow. Bye!